Hey, I have something very special to show you today. So, if you are a Beyblade fan from the first series, tell me, have you seen this Beyblade before? This particular one? Because you have. Because this is like one of the most famous ones out there. This is Dragoon Victory from the Beyblade Repos era. But have you seen this before? Oh god, it's not focusing. Come on, focus. Yeah, this one. So, have you seen this one before? So this is similar to the Dragoon Victory, but this is a bit different. This is a bit special. I've never seen this model before, so let me show you both side by side, so you can see how bigger this one is. This one. So you can see there are supposed to be some lights over here. Over here there are supposed to be some lights. One light over here, and there are a couple of lights over here, and then there is a speaker hole over here. So when I try to turn this on, there's a button over here. If you can see this, there's a button over here. I try to switch it on, but somehow it's not working. Maybe probably because it's quite old. Maybe there might be some damages. So I'm just going to take a look inside. So I'm just really excited to see the light and sound one, especially the lights, because if this one lights up like something like yellow and the outer circle is some white, this will look spectacular. The part that really interests me is that when I googled online, I couldn't find any photos of this one in a working condition. Like there are some photos of it in a package, but I don't know what it looks like when it lights up. And there's that crow again. So I don't know what it looks like when it lights up. I don't know what the speaker sounds like. What kind of sounds does it make? So I'm really excited to go and find out. Seems like a mystery to me. So let's go ahead and find out. Take a closer look at this Beyblade. So from first glance, the design actually matches that of the original Dragoon Victory. The weight disc is a bit small and the base is a bit large, and if I keep it in my hand, you can see how large the actual Beyblade is compared to the original one. It completely fills my palm. So now if I turn it to the back, we can see the stickers and we can see the speaker holes. So there is something written over here. Let's see which company made this Beyblade. Wait. So wait, Takara made this Beyblade. Takara had a light and sound system? How? When? I've never heard of it before. It's like all the other systems, the engine gear system, the spin gear system, the magnet core system, it's all not famous, but the light and sound system? I can't say I have heard about it. How about you? Have you heard about it? Well, I knew that the design was completely accurate to the original Dragon Bee, but I thought some other company did a really good job at copying the design. But now that Takara itself made it, it makes it all the more interesting. So that I really want to see how it looks like when it lights up. Fine then, let's continue. Talking about duplicate Beyblades, I had this one when I was a kid, and thinking back now, I think I know where the company got their design inspiration from. So this is a light and sound Beyblade, and you can see the speaker holes at the bottom. And if I turn it over here, we can see the button on the weight disc to turn it on. So when I used to turn this on, there used to be a red light over there, but right now I don't think it's working anymore. So this again, it looks exactly like the original Dragoon that we saw earlier. The bit chip area is having the translucent plastic so that the lights can shine through. If I keep it side by side, we can see the design similarities. To this, when I flip it to the side, we can see the base is again big and speaker holes at the bottom. Now that I have this and the original Dragoon, I'll show you a comparison between the two really quick. So from now I am going to call the light and sound Beyblade as L and S for short. So if I keep it side by side, you can see how large the L and S version is compared to the original one. And the design is almost similar, just the bit chip area is having the different plastic so that the lights can be present. So here is the two lights over here. There are two LEDs over there, and there is another one under the bit based sticker. So I'm just hoping that it will be yellow and white, because that's the color combination that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Now if I flip it back, we can again see the design similarities, the stickers, the colors, the everything except that speaker holes and the tip of the Beyblade. It is pretty similar. The spot where we used to have the spin gear clips, we were having the screws in the Elanders version. Instead of the magna core in the original one, over here we are getting a flat tip and the speaker is situated just above it. So there is no magnetic properties for this Beyblade like the original one. The weight disc of the Elanders version is actually just plastic colored in silver, and there is a button over here. So this Beyblade is already heavy as it is, and it doesn't need any other metal weight to weigh it down. So if you can see the button over here, I'm not sure if this is the on position or the off position. Either way, nothing is working. So let's think that this is the off position for now. I don't think I can use my fingers to switch it to the other side. So let me get a pen and let's try to flip it to the other side and see if it works. Well, nothing is happening. No lights are coming. You don't hear any speakers. Did you hear that noise though? It sounds like something is broken inside and it is just when I'm shaking it, it's making that sound. I hope nothing big is broken either way. Anyway, before I open this Beyblade up, I have something else to show you. So now that this L&S is here and it is an electronic Beyblade, I have another electronic Beyblade that Takara released. This is the Dragoon V2 RC, which is the remote control Beyblade of Dragoon. So it is having the RC base, which is a remote control. There is a motor tip at the end, and if I compare it to the L&S version, we can see that it is almost as quite as big as the L&S. But Dragoon V2 RC is actually more heavier than the L&S. Even though it is bigger, Dragoon V2 RC is more heavier. These are the three main types of Beyblades. One is the original one without any electronic components, one is the light and sound one, and the other one is the RC remote control. Now that nothing happened after I flicked the switch, we have no option but to open this up and see what's the problem inside. So let me get a screwdriver and I'm going to use this to open the two screws over here which are in place of the spin gear clips. So there's one and there's two. So I'm going to open them up now. Just hope that either there are no batteries inside, or if there are batteries, they are just drained out and they're not damaging the circuit in any way. I was so into doing that work that I did not notice that my storage had run out, and I went a bit forward. So let's see, I'll try to quickly recap what just happened that the camera did not record. So this is where I'm at right now. So I removed the base and you can see four battery slots at that bottom. And so the base came off pretty easy. After I unscrewed it, it was pretty easily removed. So the thing is that you can only see two batteries, right? So there were a total of four batteries. So I removed all these four ones and I found something really unsettling over here. So if you can see a green substance is present in the battery terminals. So this is not good. This is a battery leak, and it has leaked on the acid has leaked onto this circuit. So these other two batteries are fine. They are fine. So I already removed it before, but for showing you how the batteries fit, I just put them back. And because the other two batteries were leaking, I did not put them back. And yeah, that's what. So let me just take these two also out, and let's find a way to clean this circuit. Now that the batteries are out, I can show you the clean ones. So this one is completely all right. There is no battery leak here, so you can see the copper. So it is quite shiny. This one on the other hand is completely gone. This side is also fine, and if I move to the other side, over here also slight green substance is present. So we have to find a way to clean these two opposite terminals, and let's see if it works. These are the batteries that I took out. So if you can see here, two of these batteries are having those green substances. Okay, so rule number one: when you have a device that runs on batteries and if you're not using it for a long time, remove the batteries. Because if you keep it inside, the batteries will leak over a period of time, and when it does, it's going to damage the circuit. And if it's damaged really bad, then that circuit is gone, done. You have to throw it out. So always remove your batteries when not in use. So I have identified the problem as the corrosion because the color is bluish green. And I found a video over here that is showing me the exact steps I need to follow to clean the circuit. The first part is to clean the damaged area using vinegar and a Q-tip or an earbud. So I'm going to dip the Q-tip in the vinegar and I'm going to clean the circuit. So let's just hope that this works. I've never tried this before. So here we go, and I can see the green substance over there. Okay, let me try rubbing it, and I think already the green thing is coming off. Okay, now let's rub it a bit more and let's just get it fully cleaned up. Okay, that's it. That's the best work that I can do. There is still some green substance left, but I'm afraid that if I rub it more, I might damage the circuit. Just let it dry for a quick bit and I'll move on to the next step. So, by the way, you might have noticed that I'm using a rubber glove for doing the cleaning, and that's because this corrosion substance is really toxic. It should not get inside your mouth or anything. So you can see the vinegar on my glove is just like a drop, but the vinegar and the corrosion items are showing as yellow. So that is the toxic part, and it's a good thing that I wore the gloves. Now that we have neutralized the alkaline battery leak with the acid, I'm going to use this water to clean any remnants of the acid and the alkaline items off the circuit board. So again, I'm going to use the Q-tip. Okay, well that's done, and now let's leave it for drying over the night, and we'll continue the work tomorrow. So I checked the circuit today morning and the circuits are clean now. But on close inspection I found two new concerns that I have with the circuit. So my first concern is that a part of the copper terminal over here is missing. Not sure if this happened when I was cleaning it the other day, or was it like this from the starting, but right now it's just gone and there is nothing I can do to fix it. The second new concern is that even after all the thorough cleaning that I did yesterday, the green substance is still there. It still remains in between the terminals. Another small concern is that the copper terminal in this photo is really discolored. The copper seems to be a bit lost with all the cleaning and all the corrosion happening. Some copper is lost. So I got some new batteries from the store today, and the only thing left to do now is put these in the circuit and see if the lights and the speaker work. So after putting all the batteries, I don't see any lights or sounds. So I'm going to assume that the switch is in its off position, and let's just change it to the on position now. And here we go. Okay, the switch is turned on now, but I don't see any lights or I don't hear any sounds. This is quite sad. I thought the lights would be coming on by now. Come on, maybe if I shake it a bit, maybe if there is some loose contact inside, maybe it might turn on. Can you hear that sound though? Sounds just like something is broken inside. I wonder if it is. Wait, did you see that?
Wait a minute!
Something just happened and I did see a quick red light. So I don't know how that happened. What did I press? Not sure. Let me turn it around. So this is how it lit up, right? So did I press anything? Is there some other button over here? Not sure how that happened. This is good news though. Even though it is not fully functional right now, I know that it is alive, so we have a chance. I knew how it lit up before. We can try and do something, but I have no idea. Whoa, wait, did you? Okay, it's working now. So when I spun it, it started working again, and now the lights are again gone. Maybe I should try spinning it again. So here, 3, 2, 1, and no, I don't see any lights now. Did I do something wrong, or is it not too fast? Okay, once last time, let's go. And no, still it's not not lighting up. Okay, so because the lights are not working completely properly and because I did not hear any Dragoon sounds, we have no choice but to open the circuit even further and see how the circuit looks inside and find out the reason for the that sound that we have been hearing, right? Like what is broken inside. We need to find that out and hopefully we can fix it. So these are the two screws over here. So if I remove these two, probably we can see what's inside. So that's done, and probably we can open it like this, and yeah, it came out. Huh. For a 20-year-old circuit, this looks really clean and simple. So this is the thing that is inside the circuit. So this spring, it looks like a spring, the golden one. So this is the thing that has been making the sound. So did it come off from somewhere, or is it supposed to be like this? Not completely sure. Um, okay. Okay, so when I'm making the spring touch the metal casing around it, it lights up. So is this how it's supposed to be, or is it supposed to be left like this? Not completely sure. So either way, I think all the lights are working because three of the lights are there and all three are working. So if I just place the top attack ring back on and just try to see the lights from there, and we can see that okay, the red lights are coming out. So that is good news and that's bad news because the lights are working, but it's not yellow or white like I had imagined, like I had hoped it to be. So either way, but that still does not explain why the speaker is not working. So if the lights are working, the speaker should also work, right? Or is there something else that's broken, or is there some other trigger for the speaker to work? So the lights are, I think we can say that the lights are working when the spring is touching the metal casing. So that's that. So I think the speaker must be inside this, right? So to get to this, I think there are two more screws. So if I take those off, hopefully we can find out what's wrong with the speaker. Maybe some wire got damaged or something. Hopefully it's something simple so that we can fix it faster. So let's unscrew this one and let's check the speaker out. Okay, so I have unscrewed the screws and let's take a peek inside the speaker bay. And I think I can see the speaker and the two yellow wires. It's a tight fit. Fine, let's just keep it there for now, and let me just do some few more tests because if I take it out, I'm worried that I might not be able to put it back right as it's supposed to be. Because these things, right, it's like really fragile. Once I pull it a bit too hard, the wires might get detached, and that'll cause us more problems than we already have right now. So I'm going to screw this back on. Okay, now that's done. So wait, what is this soft thing over here? I am not sure. Either way, let's get back to the lights. So right now, I think I get the idea behind the lights. So when the Beyblade is supposed to spin fast, the spring will somehow get attached to the side casing, and that will make the lights glow. So the trick over here is that the Beyblade should spin fast enough so that the force will be acting on the spring, and the spring gets attached to the side casing. Reason that I thought this was broken and did not think of this possibility before is that do you remember the copy Beyblade that I showed you of the light and sound? So in that the thing was that when I turned on the switch, automatically the lights would come on. There was no spin system like this one. When the switch was turned on, the red light would come on. That's it. So this is a bit more complicated and a bit more fun because it only turns on when the Beyblade spins fast. It would have been better if the lights were not red and instead it was yellow or white, but we can't argue with what we have. So let's just put it back for now and let's try to spin it with the launcher and see if it lights up more properly. It's been 10 minutes and I've been going around in a circle. I think it's because it's midnight and I'm really sleepy. I'm getting confused while trying to put it back on. So another thing that I fixed was that a battery terminal over here was loose. So I pressed it down a bit and now it's more tight. So hopefully it will work better now than before. So let me place it back on and so maybe the problem is because I'm not spinning it fast enough with my hands. So I'm going to use this launcher to spin it on this curved metal plate. But I do have a problem, and that is that I don't have a left launcher, and Dragoon is a left launch Beyblade, so this won't exactly fit. But I'm gonna try and somehow make it fit and try to spin it, and hopefully it'll spin fast enough, and the lights will come back on. This is tougher than I imagined. The Beyblade is not even fitting in the launcher. Fine, I'll keep it like this, and I'm gonna launch it. Let's see if it spins. Let's go. And that flopped, so let me try again. Once more. And I saw a light, then it went. Okay, it came. Okay, it's working now. Let me turn off the lights. Okay, I turned off the lights to see the lights in the dark, but I don't think it's coming back on. So when I'm spinning it fast enough, the lights are coming back on. Then afterwards, it just when it loses spin, the lights just go off. So I think if I have a proper left launcher, we can see it better. So this is the best result I've got right now. So the lights are coming in some kind of a pattern. It looks nice, but still, like I said, it's not yellow or white, so that makes me a bit sad. But still, it's a success. So today I found that if I keep the Beyblade at such an angle, the light stays on, and you can see the lights becoming dim and bright. So this causes the pattern when the Beyblade spins. After I fix the loose contact in the battery, the lights are coming more frequent now, even when I spin it with my hands. I was just playing around with this today when I heard a noise from the speaker. So it just happened right out of the blue. So I'm not sure how it happened, but here, let me show you. While I was trying to figure out the speaker problem, I also noticed that the top attack ring of the Beyblade is kind of loose and it kind of wobbles around. So I thought that maybe when I removed it, I forgot to tighten my screw or something and I took it off. But it's designed so that this is supposed to move. And when I looked in the other side, right, there is this port over here and it is making the attack ring move like that, and there's a space over there, and in that space that black component goes. So probably when the attack ring gets a recoil from the attack, the attack ring shifts and it presses the black component just as thought. So that is a button, and the soft silicone type material is kept so that it absorbs the recoil and it does not damage the button. I think I understand it now. Let me fit the attack ring back on. And so the idea is that when the Beyblade is spinning left and it attacks another Beyblade, so it causes a recoil in the attack ring. Just to show you a demo of how this works, so consider these two Beyblades spinning and it attacks. Just like that, you get the attack sounds from this Beyblade. With that, the mystery of this 20-year-old Beyblade is now solved. We know now how the lights work, how the speakers work, and even though it is my predictions were like far off, I still think it's a good Beyblade. For something that's so old, the tricks that they built into this one, how the lights work when it spins and how the speakers turn on when it hits another one, it's really nice. So this light and sound variation of the Dragoon V is not a must-have for any collector because probably we can't use it in any of the competitions. But still, because of the glowing stickers and its bigger size, it does have a charm of its own. Even though it's mostly forgotten now, to me this product symbolizes an era where companies used to experiment with their products so much and give us so many wonderful products. I'm really happy that I was able to fix it the way I could now, and probably in the future I might change the lights to the yellow and white. Thank you for watching. Have you seen this before?